Good evening and thank you so much for joining us this lovely Thursday. Kama kawa wiletea you guys entertainment news from all around the globe, pardon me. Now with me is a very saucy panel that is willing to help us share some of the stories and have a discussion on some of these entertaining stories. Now, you can send in your comments and your views to our SMS number, which is 22162. Starting with the word news, and also you can use our Twitter handle, which is Y254NEWS channel, and hashtag Y254 updates. Now let's begin with our first story, which is, I'm sure you guys have seen the Mohoho challenge, which is ongoing right now. And yeah, Kenyans took it to social media platforms to critique Mohoho Kenyatta after he read a Kiswahili script from his phone. Mohoho, who had accompanied the deputy president in Nandi, read a short speech that gave birth to this week's challenge, the Mohoho Challenge. Have a look.
Kwa kuwa marafiki zetu, Wakenya tufanye kazi pamoja, naomba vijana tupige kura kwa amani. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
It was the first time Mohoho was speaking publicly at a political function, days after First Lady Margaret Kenyatta appeared in a political rally at Uhuru Park. While holding his smartphone, he read a short script that prompted a couple of comedians to make the Mohoho Challenge go viral.
County, Mungu awabariki.
Huyu ni kiongozi wa vijana ya SportPesa Nandi County.
Nimefurahi sana kufika Nandi County. Mungu awabariki.
Nimefurahi de kuwa hapa mara ya pili.
Jambao wa Kenya, nimefurahi sana kuona pongi leo mara yangu ya pili kushika jegi.
So guys, the Mohoho Challenge is real and it's hilarious. However, spare the young man, guys. Not many of us can speak fluent Swahili anyway. Reporting for Y254 News Highlights, I am Karen Njisa.
Now guys, you have to admit this challenge is quite hilarious.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wadidi and Julie, would you guys think, okay, first of all, you're correcting me on the pronunciation.
Yes, it's not Mohoho, it's Mohoho.
Mohoho.
Like you say the way it is.
Mohoho, yeah.
Let's get down to business. Yeah. What do you guys think about this challenge? Like Mohoho Challenge, what do you guys think?
You know,
is it
actually,
a good idea? Do you think we should troll this guy?
Yeah,
what he did?
Exactly, he deserves to be trolled.
Yeah,
because
you're Kenyan.
Yeah,
and you don't know Swahili in the first place.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I lived in UK for the longest time.
Oh, so that's why you're like Mohoho.
That's used to us.
Oh, so we should also forgive you. We'll start trolling Karen, you said just now.
No. Seriously though, this guy is being groomed to become, you know, a politician very soon. But then again, he doesn't understand Swahili. He has to read from his phone script.
You know what? He could have just stuck to English. Because even when Margaret Kenyatta went to campaign, and she was like, thank you very much. I hope come this time round you'll vote for my husband. Thank you very much. She didn't come there and force issues with Swahili. You know, just come and just be as bougie. Just be yourself. If you're bougie, you're bougie. I mean, you grew up in State House, your dad grew up in State House.
On that same note, it actually tells us how we have different classes.
That's true.
You cannot go to Ghetto, alafu upate mse wa Ghetto anakuambia atasema fluent Swahili, like hata wana shida. But now look at the people who come from states. President's son himself cannot read Swahili. It's shameful.
Even Karen Jisa, Mohoho.
No. Kinyara, not
Kinyara. Did you say Kinyara? Say Kinyara, Karen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, we have to move to the next story, which is King Kaka is expecting his third child, and yes, the second one by his wife. King Kaka has 2 children, one by his long-term girlfriend and current fiancé, or is it wife, Nana, and the other by the Kenyan celebrity musician Sage. Nana, who shared the photo on her Instagram page, looks like she might be looking forward to giving birth anytime soon. Have this.
was involved in a wild romance with Sage Chemutai that led to a child being born. A beautiful daughter whom King Kaka relates with thanks to the fact that Sage doesn't believe in interfering in their father-daughter relationship. But away from all of that, King Kaka and his current fiancée Nana are expecting their second child, as revealed by the lady through her social media account, where she shared a never-seen-before photo of herself flaunting her grown baby bump. The couple, who already have a 2-year-old baby girl, seem to be expanding their family as they now await to welcome their new bundle of joy anytime soon.
Well, King Kaka, I always thought he was this humble dude, you know, loyal, and I thought him and Sage were still dating until Nana came up. Exactly. And you're wondering, why Nana? Why not Sage?
It tells us that men move pretty fast. Usipombamba, you expect him to sit down there. So probably he saw something different in Nana that he didn't see in Sage. Maybe Nana was not good in akumbamba, like pleasing and getting his attention. Because for you to also keep your man, you have to get his attention, like real deep attention.
No, I don't think so.
Level.
I just think maybe she was just not the one. Because you see, like, if you watch Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, there's this couple, there's Stevie, she was with Mimi Faust, he was with Mimi Faust, and they had a child together. Then this Jocelyn Hernandez pulled up from somewhere, they started working with Stevie, and Stevie kind of just jumped ship, and he even married the other girl. So I think sometimes you have to date the wrong person to know when the right person comes along. So maybe it could have been something. Wait, no offense, Sage, I was just saying.
Even who's the right person and who's the wrong person?
Utajua tu, when you meet them, you'll know.
Do you think it's that easy to tell if someone is right or wrong?
Yeah, I really think so.
Okay, guys, and what do you think about Nana posting pictures of herself every now and then? Yet, like, King Kaka is not doing the same.
The same thing that happened to Zari and
Diamond.
Don't be in a rush. Zari was out there, oh my god, you guys gonna see my new ring, I have it already in me. But what has happened right now? There's a whole different story.
No, so, I think if you tag a woman, her man, someone will tag that man from you also. Because Zari tagged Wema. And then she was there showing out. She was like, yeah, so I'm the right one, I'm the queen. And then Hamisa Mabeto just pulled up, and that went to South. And then, you see, like, I don't know, like, if you try and rub it in the other woman's face, there's just bad karma that comes.
Karma is real.
You'll be left there with those many children you're showing off with, and then he'll find another right one.
So she better not move too fast. She better
So where does that leave us as young women? Honestly, where does that leave us?
Don't move if a guy does. Kama teleja kuweka kwa nini yaza kuflaunt, don't flaunt him.
And not even that, there's family planning,
please. Being chased.
Yeah, don't chase if you're not being chased.
Alright.
Don't move ahead of the guy.
Yeah. There's family planning. Also, don't just get pregnant before someone puts a ring on it. There's so many things you can do. And that time you've been left with the scar of, okay, let me not say that babies are not blessings, but still, you know, like, there's a way. You'll always have that person. Will have to be in your life, like, whether you like it or not. So if you're trying to move on, just be cool. Play it easy. G maintain.
Alright, chini ya maji, King Kaka, chini ya maji. Now, dear viewers, remember you can send in your comments and views. We haven't left you guys out. Remember, send in your SMSs starting with the word 22162, and also you can use our Twitter handle Y254News channel, and also use the hashtag Y254News updates. And guys, Emmy Kosgei, the daddy's girl. Singer Emmy Kosgei is not a new face in the entertainment industry. For years, she has been entertaining fans with her inspiring gospel music. Emmy Kosgei might have relocated to Nigeria, but she continues to keep her family, the Kenyan family, close. Here's the story.
Amongst the different things that singer Emmy Kosgei has engaged in, and one of them being a minister in her husband's church in Nigeria, she still manages to keep in touch with her family here in Kenya. During her recent visit, she had a chance to take her photo with her dad, where she later shared on her Instagram, accompanying it with a sweet caption where she poured out her heart to her father. She wrote saying, and I quote, "My best friend, my daddy, my mentor, my icon, my man of God, my pastor, you have written history. Daddy, you are priceless. I love you to the moon and back. You are the best daddy in the entire world." End of quote. Whenever she is in the country, the singer makes sure to share a couple of photos hanging out with her siblings and family just to prove how close they are. And one thing many may not be aware of, and from the look of things, the lady seems to enjoy this. Reporting for Y254, I'm Doreen Arange.
Emmy Kosgei, the daddy's girl.
Daddy's girl.
Daddy's girl. Now, guys, how many of you have you don't even remember to call your parents?
Me.
Every freaking day.
I once got a job and remembered to call my dad like a month after.
Are you for real?
Wow.
Yeah, and I was so disappointed. But anyway, back to Emmy. I think moving to Nigeria is not a very good move.
I mean,
But your husband,
married.
the husband is dead. She's married.
Well, she can go there, but she has to make sure that she doesn't bring her friends over. Because I have a very juicy story that I was once told. So there was a certain lady.
I know. This seems to be very
I should have some water here. It's a hot story. So there was once a lady who got married to a chief, a Kenyan lady who got married to a chief in Nigeria. They were living happily ever after, yeah? So one of her friends decided, hey, I'd like to come to Nigeria to look for some business. Now the chief's wife, being the good friend that she is, said, if you're going to come here to look for work, you can't stay in a hotel for months. I mean, that will cost you so much money. Why don't you just, yeah, you can tell where this is going. Why don't you just come and stay with us, you know?
I think
this is going we'll put a roof over your head, you'll be fine. So the friend was like, really? Yeah. So yeah, she was like, okay, come over.
God.
So she came, and then 4 months later.
Wait, hold up. Let's guess. Julie, do you want to take a guess?
No.
No, please take
I have the idea. No, I don't want to.
She doesn't want to spoil.
I don't want to spoil it. She's a storyteller. Let's just finish.
So 4 months later, this good friend comes home and finds her husband in bed with her friend. So of course she wants to set the house on fire, yeah? But the husband, what he did was, the chief now, her husband, packed her clothes, threw them out the balcony. Of course she was raising hell, she was trying to fight him and stuff. He beat her up and told the security to come and get her, the wife, the woman of the house, to come and get her out of his compound. The friend is the new wife.
Yo.
Yeah, so this lady came out with nothing, those clothes, you know, she has no relatives in Nigeria, so you can imagine. So she went straight to church. In church now, she called her friend from Kenya. Then this friend flew to Nigeria, came and helped her sort things out. Do you know this lady met another chief? A bigger, better, richer version. But here's the interesting part of the story. Nobody has ever seen him. They don't even know where they live. If you want to talk to him, you talk to him on the phone. Even that friend who picked her from the church and helped her set up, she doesn't trust anymore.
But I think Amy was lucky because first thing, this is a pastor.
Hey!
Of course, let
Kumanisha.
chill, hold up, lady, hold up. This is a pastor. And in as much as people say that our pastors are corrupt these days, not all of them are. So in as much she's in Nigeria, right? We've not heard of any kind of drama. Of course, to Miss drama, DJ Mo and Sazit.
What? They had
Yeah,
drama? This is a story for another day.
So
these guys are doing well.
They're doing well.
They're doing well.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I have to fill you up on. You understand the Ugandan menace that is going on in the parliament already. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm told that's not the right story to. We don't have the footage right now, but we'll move to the next story, which is Mugabe challenge. Now, this is a different challenge from the Mohoho challenge. Ask anyone in Kenya about anything they know about Zimbabwe, and the first thing they are most likely to tell you is President Robert Gabriel Mugabe. The Zimbabwean revolutionary leader has been in power since 1987, quite a major feat and a major surprise fact for the Google generation. It is no wonder that when the 93-year-old leader stumbled at the United Nations General Assembly on 21st September 2017, that social media went berserk. Guys, this is the story.
You need to tell me this guy's been in
Some
power
of
for
us
28
were
years, almost 30.
embarrassed, if not frightened, but what appeared to be the return of the biblical giant called Goliath.
Kenyans and other social media users took to the web to imitate Mugabe as he made his way to address the assembly. Those who could not imitate, however, expressed their opinion of the aging leader taking his responsibilities in stride at the UN. Mugabe, a teacher by profession, was born 21st February 1924. After his guerrilla war, when it was Zimbabwe was then known as Rhodesia, he ascended to the presidency and has been ruling ever since. Here are some of the imitations of Mugabe at the UN. Julie Owino reporting for Y254NEWS.
Now guys, I'll have to save that juice and sauce for later as we move on to our next story, which is Bill Gates has dropped his Windows Phone for an Android device. Speaking at an interview with Fox News, Bill admitted to using an Android device, although it has not been confirmed which Android device he is using. The Windows co-founder has affirmed in an interview that he's using a device his device has an array of Windows software. Here's the story.
Yup. The co-founder of Microsoft has reportedly put his Windows Phone aside in favor of an Android device.
You had a famously tempestuous relationship with Steve Jobs. What do you think of the new iPhone, and what kind of phone do you use?
Well, actually, the relationship I have with Steve had every aspect you can imagine. Particularly in the last few years, our friendship, which had always been there, was greatly strengthened as he was dealing with cancers. He had done such wonderful work at both Pixar and Apple, and he and I had a lot in common. We were different in some ways. So, Steve was a genius, absolutely amazing. It's great that Apple's continuing to do good work. I happen to use all Windows-based PCs. The phone that I have recently, I actually did switch to an Android phone with a lot of Microsoft software. But the competition in the software and IT space that Steve helped foster, it's phenomenal, and Microsoft's a big part of that. It's been a miraculous industry that he and I got to work in.
So no iPhone?
No iPhone.
According to the most recent statistics, Windows-powered phones managed to round up only 0.3% of the market, and among that minuscule number of people was, of course, Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. Bill Gates revealed that this is no longer the case. He has officially ditched his Windows Phone in favor of an Android-powered smartphone. While he never specified which Android phone he was using as a personal device, he did add that it has a lot of Microsoft software. In some ways, Bill Gates' decision to go with an Android phone makes a lot of sense. After all, Microsoft's very own Windows Mobile OS never caught on, mostly due to its counterintuitive UI and lack of development support. And after the Lumia 950, the company seemed to have given up altogether. That probably left Bill Gates with two options, iOS or Android. Reporting for Y254NEWS Updates, my name is Abdul Razak.
Guys, now we move on to the world of sports, where Hilary Ndereva has prepared this story for us. Tomorrow, Huddersfield Town will play Tottenham Hotspur, while AFC Bournemouth will be playing Leicester City. Manchester United will be facing Crystal Palace, while Stoke City will face off Southampton. Among other games scheduled for tomorrow include West Bromwich, Bromwich Albion versus Watford, West Ham United versus Swansea City, and Chelsea versus Manchester City.
Carles Puyol on the club's all-time
Itself is over.
Now, guys, let's revisit some of the stories that we aired earlier, which is the Mugabe challenge. Dear panelists,
I wish I was able to get off the seat and actually imitate.
You don't want to do that, honestly.
Is that why it's always dozing off?
I can do that. I mean, maybe this guy is too old. You know, actually, it tells us that Kenyans, we need to stop complaining.
That's
Those
true.
guys have had a president for over how many years?
30.
30 years. And us, we just complain and Appraisal wants back his seat for only 5 years, man. Kenyans. Only 5 years.
What's your take on that?
I think the Mugabe challenge came as a result of the Uganda fracas. Because, you know, the MPs in Uganda were fighting because they didn't want Yoweri to pass that motion that allows him to continue being president even after 75 years of age. So I was just like, this was probably to mock the Ugandans. Like, if Zimbabweans can live with somebody who is basically even older than all of us in this room, why are you guys fighting and throwing seats in parliament? Live with it, it's fine. If he wants to die on the throne, why? So mtafanya nini? Is in power, the ruling party is the majority. What will you do? Even if you carry a gun to parliament, the people who are carrying guns and stuff.
That happened. And me, I'm so worried about that guy. Like the guy who was doing the challenge. Is he
By the way,
not coming from Zimbabwe, because that's gonna be actually me. I fear for that guy's life.
Let's leave that country alone. I'm sure they'll sort out the issues with no time. Now, guys, let's look into the Bill Gates owning an Android phone. I mean, this is a guy who is the biggest, richest man in the whole world, man.
Yeah.
And then again, you're not using your own devices, stuff that you create. Can we call it supporting your competitors? Or?
No, I think it's just the same. It's the same principle. When you have a lot of money, you don't know you can't figure out what to do with it. When you have no money, oh God, you can think of so many things you would do if you had that money.
For choice now.
Yeah. Look at even Akina Beyonce. They dress very simply unless they're having an event. As in, when you just have so much money, I don't know, things don't excite you anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just like the way, if you want to, our lecturers used to tell us back when we were in school that if you want to know somebody who is middle class or has just started to make it in life, they'll go to Kempinski and make a big fuss. They'll take a photo of the food. They'll put,
what do they expect people to do? You go there for your first day. It's not like you're going to be there again.
Exactly. You're advertising your brokenness because actual rich people, that is a norm to them. As in, like, going to Kempinski is not a big deal. But for you who is middle class, you get excited when you see that the sauce has been splattered.
And it's just so
yeah, so it's the same with Bill Gates. I mean, I have so much money. I've bought everything I could possibly want.
So I could just get a simple phone.
Yeah.
It also shows some act of humility. I don't think if there are people who are that rich would say, hey man, I'm tired of my iPhone. So let me go. Let me cross over and use a kabambi. Not so many guys are willing to show their side of humility. Yeah. People always want to flaunt, like, I have this big thing, Nikona Hila, Kashona drive here. Yeah.
If you want to flaunt, it means you're not really rich.
Phones are meant for Africa, and yeah.
What?
That's so sad.
What?
That's so sad.
What? Miss Mohoho.
Oh my God.
Did you just go?
Guys, we have to wrap it up. We have to wrap it up. Now, viewers, it has been Y Entertainment News. Now, remember, it's only on Thursdays where we get to bring you entertainment stories from local to, international. And yeah, remember to send in your views and comments to 22162. And we will share them at the end of the bulletin. I have been your host, Karen Jisa. Do stay tuned for our next program, which is Unfinished. Till then, goodbye.